Hello, this is George from Upfish, your marketing automation expert, and in today's video we're going to be rounding out our one-click totally automated email outbound by using the Apollo tool because it's so popular with everybody. So hopefully you've seen my other videos which lead up to this, but if you haven't, make sure you check them out. But essentially it shows you how to create an AI assistant for various brands under your control. And then in addition to Google Ads, we also want to be doing automated email outbound. We've covered how to search for jobs boards, how to search LinkedIn. I'm going to have to kick this dog out of the room, aren't I? You guess? Stop it. And now we're going to be looking at Apollo. Yeah, kicking the dog out. Again, come here. Out. Right. So Apollo is a pretty good tool for finding people, but the problem is you have to jump into their UI, play around with certain export limits. It's very expensive to find emails. So what we have here is just a simple system, much just like the other two here for jobs board and LinkedIn. What you do is you come in, you create a campaign, you give it a name, for example. What do I want to search for? I want to search for founders in Portugal. Keeping it easy, give it a company brand. I'll map this to Upfish since it's the only one I have in my examples at the moment. And the outbound type now is Apollo. And the campaign goal is I want to approach founders, co-founders, or heads of marketing sales at companies in Portugal with less than 150 employees, let's say. All right, simple. Link, this will be added by our automation assistant as all the related contacts and opportunities, as will the reasoning and everything else here. Essentially, all we need to do is add an instantly ID. I'm going to have the same one here. Obviously, you want to create new email campaigns for every campaign. This is just an example and I can't be bothered, but yeah, hypothetically you'd go into Instantly, create a sequence, take the Instantly ID and do it. So what we next do is click the button to set up the campaign. And what this will do is it will trigger this automation. All right, so you can see it's already working here. It's got the button information, the record ID from my Airtable. It then looked at this campaign I want to run, Founders in Portugal. It's found the associated company with it, Upfish. And now it's gone through the router and it has decided that this is an outbound type Apollo. So the next step is to go into the assistant. So again, this is mapped to my Upfish and it's going to make a JSON call for Apollo for me to search. Now, the reason it's using my assistant to do this is because attached in the file is obviously there's my value prop doc, which will help it understand who I want to target. Obviously, that's my campaign goals, but it'll also consult my value prop doc on what I want to do, and that will also help it construct an email. But it's also going to look at this Upfish Apollo calls doc, which again, it's in my school, it's in my Gumroad. So if you want to have access to all of this stuff, just sign up. And what this does is it puts it in a very easy to understand way, various filters of information that might be of interest to. I thought I had this in more tables. In any case, I'll scroll down all the way to the bottom so you can see what's here. Basically, a whole bunch of information that might be used, especially industry ID tags, to create a JSON call to Apollo. So once it's done that, I'll check the outbound campaigns. Is it set it up yet? Nope, it's still working. What's going on here? Nope, says it's finished. So let's just check my Slack. I got a message here to say your Founders in Portugal campaign has been generated. Brilliant. I check my Airtable to approve it. And yeah, great, got all the information here. So what do I have? I now have something set to approve. I have a link. So hang on, let's just make this bigger. Move my head out the way. I have this as a search. So founder, co-founder, head. Okay, great. Person seniorities. We are looking for C-suite or executive. Okay. We have person, department or sub-departments, master marketing and master sales. Brilliant. Organization locations. Portugal, yeah, that's what I wanted. Organization, number of employees, 1 to 10, 11 to 20, and 21 to 50. Brilliant. So it's mapped it to exactly what I wanted. Although I'm not a fan of this person seniorities as executive, because I don't think that exists. Let me just scroll up to department examples, management level examples. There is no executive here. It's because I've done this upside down. I should have done this top to bottom. But in any case, it's very easy to update it. So I will update that template so it won't happen again. But in person seniorities, I'll just come in here and I'll remove executive and I will add in, what was the other one I saw there? It was founder? I've forgotten already. Gosh, yeah, founder. Oop, where'd it go? Here it is. So it's very, very easy to update. I could just approve it as it is, or I can add in more as I want. So again, super, super. I've already done C-suite. Founder, C-suite, or owner. Yeah, okay, great. So again, as you can see, I could have just approved this from the off and it would have been fine, but it's super, super easy for me to just make a quick change. So I wanted to add in owner, founder. This all looks good. So it's searching for the right people. The reasoning for it, this JSON's been constructed to target founders, co-founders, heads of department, executive roles in Portugal, 1 to 50 employees, no industries. Brilliant. Great. Hi, George from Up for this, specialized marketers and sales. These are for small businesses like yours. We have tools that can help you automate. I notice you're leading this company towards growth. I think we can help streamline your operations without extra hiring. Check out our office here. Great, it's perfect. Well, it's not perfect, but it means I can just copy this email copy, put it into an Instantly campaign, make the updates I want. Instead of spending ages in Apollo thinking, what do I want? And then ages in Instantly, what do I want to type? This will now take me like 5 minutes to do. Easy peasy. So assuming that I have approved it and I've added in a Instantly ID, I just need to start running it. So I've got my start page of Apollo set to 1. It's set to approve, so I've put it to in progress. And now when I come into my Apollo enrichment thing in N8N, it will start running whenever I want it to. So I'll set this to run every day, every hour, or whatever. And what it will do is it will check the master campaigns. It will check the brand available to it, update the start page. So about each time I get a new start page, it will search Apollo for me. If it doesn't find anybody, it will end the campaign. If it does find somebody, it will split them out. It will use find email to get the email addresses. It will enroll them into Instantly and then add them to my CRM. Likewise, if find email fails because I've made too many requests, it will try one more time, put them in Instantly, put them in my CRM. So this is all pinned. So if I unpin it, do I have to do it one by one? Oh my gosh, I do. So I'm going to pause the video while I unpin everything and then we'll run it to see what happens. Okay, so now everything is unpinned. Let's test the workflow and hopefully I'll explain it as we go along and successfully have my API keys so no nefarious people online take all of my credit. So we've looked from master campaigns where the outbound type is Apollo and the status is in progress. And I've done that twice. That was completely unnecessary. Let me just take that out quickly. Although it hasn't made a difference, as we see, it's found the item. I don't know why I must have made a mistake. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's found the one we wanted. So it's found the campaign for founders in Portugal. Then it has found the record Upfish. So it's looking at my brands table and it's mapping it from my campaign where I've mapped it to Upfish. So it's found that record ID and it's found it as Upfish. Then it updates the start page in the campaign. So again, it's a simple, because we're doing it by pages. Page one, then we look at page 2, then page 3. So we've already got page 1 in our list, and now it says adding 1 to make it 2. So if I move my head out the way, whoa, big head. How do I make it smaller? Oh my gosh. What did I do? Where's the buttons? After that, it will search Apollo. The page we're looking for is matched to the first stable page response we get, which is 3. The same API that we have, the same JSON command that we have in the Airtable. So it's looking for person titles, founder, co-founder, head, seniority, C-suite, founder, owner, department or sub-department, master marketing, master sales, locations, Portugal, employee range 1 to 50. And as we can see here in the breadcrumbs, founder, co-founder, head, 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 50 for employees, master marketing, master sales, C-suite, founder, owner, Portugal. It all worked out fine. And that has then in turn given us some results, okay, of people that we can now try and find the emails for. So the next stage is to go into an if. And what this is going to do is it's going to see, has the campaign finished or not? Because obviously if you ran this 1,000,000 times and there's only 900 pages, it's eventually going to come up with people empty. So if it's empty, it will come through the true branch and then it will come to end campaign. So this here, the campaign will automatically be updated to finished. In this particular case though, it didn't go there. So it goes into split out instead. And what this will do is it will split out the 100 contacts we've collected from Apollo into individual contacts. So here we see that we've got people, and instead of just one long input, it's split out into 54. So obviously there's not, I'm already on page 4, and I guess I finished already with this particular Apollo campaign. There's not a lot of marketing people in Portugal that meet my needs, but still I've built up a lot. So it splits it out, puts them through a filter again, just to make sure their name exists and their website exists, because we won't be able to get email addresses without this information. So it's essentially pointless to us. So out of the 54 that go in, 47 do have a name and email address, which means that we can now put them into find email. Okay. And as we see here in the find email, we're just making a simple post call to searching for names. We put in the name of the person and the domain, and it's returned some results. So it's tried to find the email addresses of all of these people. Some of them it will find, some of it won't. So it will come into a found email if branch then. Basically, is the contact email not empty? If it's not empty, it goes to true. So that means, as we see here, there is no email address. Oh, sorry, there is an email address. And if it's false, it goes into the other branch. So if it's false, there's no email found. We'll go into a filter and it will just check. Was there an error equal to Axios error? What this means is all the people it didn't find, was it a case of, was it a case of an error in our batching, or was it just that there was no email to be found? And we see here, none of them make it through. It's discarded. It worked out fine. I should have waited until I'd finished the other section here. So I'll come back into this. So here we have an API request to instantly to add leads. So assuming it did find the email address, what it would do is it will send them to the campaign associated with, the instantly campaign associated with our Apollo campaign. It'll add in their email, first name, last name, company name, any personalizations you want, website, all of this stuff. So if I test this, I don't have my Apollo key. Okay. So we see here that it sent the 26 people in. None of them have uploaded because I actually ran this a little while ago, so they're already in the system. So it skipped them. But assuming it does work, what you'll see here is leads uploaded 111. So if these are all brand new people, it would all be 111. They've all been uploaded. Then it would move into the next filter where it would just confirm the uploaded. So all of these are equal to 0, but if it was equal to 1, and then we'd go into the CRM. As I say, I ran this just a little while ago to make sure it worked. And in the contacts now, if I scroll down, I can see here, I have the Founders in Portugal campaign from Apollo Outbound. All of these people are cold, and it's added them in with the contact photo, the country, the company LinkedIn, company website, LinkedIn profile, job title, all of this stuff, and the email addresses, which are from Find Email, so I don't need to verify them. They're already verified. They're all good to go. So then they've been added into my Instantly, they're in my Airtable, and this campaign, again, will just run and run and run. And then the bottom branch, as I highlighted earlier, does the same thing. If it doesn't find an email address, it will try again if it was an Axios error. And if it finds them, puts them into the Instantly campaign and adds them to Airtable. So I'll just save this. So what is the end result here? The end result here is that, once again, as with all of the other outbound campaigns, if you just want to quickly run something that's going on continuously, all you have to do is give it a name, attach it to a brand, and just add in a campaign goal. So here, as you see in my campaign goal, I've kept it super short. I've said, want to approach founders, co-founders, heads of marketing sales at Portugal, less than 50 companies. Bear in mind that this is attached to my brand assistant. So I can say, I want to sell it my total automation package, or I want to sell them a workshop, or I want to sell them consulting calls or fractional services. So I'm telling it who to contact, but I can also tell it what to contact them with. And then that in turn will inform this email that it's going to generate for me. I can just copy and paste into Instantly. So bish bash boss, super quickly, I've got my outbound campaigns running. In this case, it means that all of them together, I've got Apollo, using the Apollo database to find people based on firmographic information. I've got LinkedIn to search for people who use certain hashtags, or if I don't have enough money for Apollo, to build other, firmographic information. And I have a jobs board, which just every 3 days looks for people who are posting jobs that match skills that I can offer on a freelance basis. And it emails all of these people out. So all of these contacts get added into our contacts tab, marked as cold. And then we have other automations, because again, look at this. This was only after 2 minutes of work. I've got 59 contacts. If this is running every hour or so, I've got a lot of contacts. I don't have time to respond to all of these emails. Luckily, we have another automation which handles that for us as well.